collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. This is a love reading. So you put yourself where you need to put yourself, because you know someone may be wanting to come and communicate towards you, because you be calling in your soulmate. They're feeling that push and pull and forget. They may want you to forget and want forgiveness, because they're looking deep within your heart, and you will feel my love. My love for you is so deep, like the ocean. So they're feeling, how deep is your love? Not enough energy is put into this. They maybe need cleansing. They may need Marijoram, that's soothing and comforts you at this time. You could be putting it on an incense, burning it, bathing with it, taking tablets, medication, take it all as it resonates. That's to soothe and calm the mind, those nerves, because your feelings are valid. Some people may have not put your feelings and made your feelings be valid, because you were the best thing that happened in my life. Now rather having this death and awakening, because it's that transformation. That's when you have to look at yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your attitude, your approach towards life, connect to those emotions. That's when you had this aggressive energy, or you're looking because it's the way how you was acting and you didn't have that compassion. You was all up in your ego. Take this all as it resonates, and that was about stability and balance. That's when you're thinking got this great courage. 7, it could have been now this masculine could be wanting to tell you and come towards you and speak to you about these family members and friends, because now they're having that awakening, they're letting them go. Those people in their community, it could be a feminine energy. They're going to tell you about this feminine energy, or this feminine energy blocked you, done spell work towards you, your masculine towards you, a friend, a family. Take it all as it resonates. This masculine could now be connected to their emotions and identifying, I just wish things were different, because the choices that they made, they could have 7 of Swords you. Take it all as it resonates. Now they're connecting 111, that divineness, that twin flame, that pillow, that balance, that awakening. They're gaining clarity, and it was all due to that obscurity, and that's in the unknown, those secrets, illusions to confusions, and that was in the darkness. That was ambiguity, because they got guilt about the mysteries to their story when they was having adultery and committing sins, taking down their self down the dark paths, and then they wasn't connecting and getting that light. Now they may be looking because they're having that awakening, taking time to be able to think now about people that was cock blocking you. Take this all as it resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. Remember, it is a love reading. So I'm going to take 2 cards out of my card, see what's in this bag, stays out this bag, and see if it matches up with this reading. Anything that comes out, comes out. It says, Tower Moment, they're Vex. So they come up, my face is itching now, I'm flipping it. They're having a Tower Moment, they're Vex. They're having this higher clarity, this awareness. The voice just bugs me. So your voice just bugs these people. Traced the scars, a map to my soul. So they've traced these scars, the maps to their soul now. They're having that high clarity awakening. No more being your footstool. Take good care. So there's no more being someone's footstool now. You told them take good care. They may want to be able to come towards you and communicate their confessions towards you, because the voice just bugs me. Hopeful. They're feeling hopeful. I know we will be together again. I hope we can put this past at bed and at times behind us and start again. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I hope you can forgive the errors of my ways. I acted so immaturely. So that karmic could be listening to you and thinking a family member, a friend, could be thinking, oh my gosh, her voice just bugs me. That masculine could be saying, you could be telling them, I'm not being your footstool no more. They could be telling that karmic friend, feminine energy, a marriage, somebody they embarked on with, a journey, business partner. Take it all as it resonates. They could be waiting. I am feeling so urge towards you. I can't help waiting. Wanting. They could be waiting. Somebody could be waiting. Someone could be blocking and stopping and waiting because of these options. You could be waiting now and getting higher clarity, waiting because of this feminine energy, masculine energy, a family member, a friend. They're gaining balanced mind, fair mind, justice, waiting for justice. They could be waiting and wanting justice. They're wanting to be able to touch you, and I'm craving you. Your body turns me on. I just want you right now, so please come home today, baby. So somebody else could be waiting. Take it all as it resonates. You could be waiting. They're waiting on you. They're looking back towards you because they're having this death. See this twin flame, because the voice in their head, Seven of Cups, because of those choices. Those family members and friends, indecisive was the options, and that was you gaining that insight. When you was indecisive, they wasn't being fair-minded. They're now identifying. That's a Libra, family, friend, close to them. They could be gaining justice. Because there was like too many options. They had 1 and 2 and 3 and taking action. Looking at these opportunities, fantasies, illusions. Now they're seeing Ace of Wands. They're getting creative now, gaining that passion. It's new intentions. They may be getting on their chariot to be able to take that action towards you. You'd be seeing about a family member, a friend was being aggressive towards you. Take this all as it resonates. They're getting awful now because they're gaining that willpower and that strength to be able to come and give you balance. Seven of Cups. Oh. So they're coming towards you. This is this Knight of Cups. They're looking now to be able to get on their chariot. They're in their emotions. They're looking at their options and they can see. They're gaining that higher clarity now, that passion, that transformation. They was in that low dense energy, looking for golden calves, wise, devoted. Now they're balancing between their head and their heart because there's confusions, illusions, indecisive. About they was too busy running after chasing extra energies, low dense energies. That's when you're looking and you got these secrets. About this Empress, they may be thinking about you, Divine Feminine, motherhood. They may have found themselves having a relationship with a feminine and had a child. Take this all as it resonates. Now they're looking back feeling hopeful because they're looking back and identifying it was all through illusions and confusions and addictions. All things that was in the secret. Could have been taxes, loans, inheritances. You know, like about your finances and things that you're sharing with certain people. Helping people be their footstool. That feminine could be saying, I don't want to be that footstool. That masculine don't want to be their footstool no more. This King of Cups. Because this Queen of Swords was speaking fairness, cutthroat, objective. They may be thinking about you. You could be cutthroat, objective. In regards to this masculine, because of their choices, what they made, they wasn't fair and indecisive. They was running through those low dense energies. They may see you as that Venus and their love, that romance, that beauty. They may see your artistic nature. They may have been like out in the streets and looking because of that earning capacity with their arts, and when they were socializing, not making those choices because it was pleasures, and they just had too many options from those pleasures, and it was all forms of luxury. And now they're looking back. Take it all as it resonates. They're in their thoughts, in their mind. Take it all as it resonates. Because it's 8 of Wands. That's fast movement. They will come fast towards you and bring action because they're taking action towards. They want to. Ooh. They want to come towards you quick and fast. Because they're feeling left out in the cold. They're gaining this wisdom. They're spinning in their mind because they're in that Hierophant. This 8 of Wands, they're gaining insight. They want to tell you about they was in that childlike spirit. They're gaining high clarity. My face starts itching. This is a Leo gaining confidence. They may see you're confident, outgoing. They was fiery. They did things for likes and attention in a childlike spirit. Gambling you, your relationship. They're gaining that strength. They're having a tower moment. They're having an awakening. That's like when you get higher clarity. They're looking now back towards you. They can see your hidden skills, the choices that they made when they was in their ego. Now they're having stress because this Queen of Swords. The Lovers, they can see you as their lover. Straight, cutthroat, caring, nurturing, strong, passionate, direct, clear, advice, wisdom, inner standing, open-minded, enthusiastic. Now they're getting open-minded now because they can see you as part of that lover. They're having stress. It's reality. That's because of the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Swords. Trapped and restricted. They're releasing that trapment and that restriction. 888. Out here, they're getting that high clarity, eye awareness. They can see they was blocking and stopping for assets, cars, clothes, hoes. Take it all as it resonates. That's that transformation. They're releasing that entrapment now. They're letting go and unlocking that key, that love key. This Page of Pentacles. They could be becoming ambitious, direct. That's the old, legal and loyal. So they could be going through legal stuff. I didn't mean to say legal. They could be going through legal stuff at this precise moment. Take it all as it resonates. 13, so that's that death and transformation because they're in their emotions. Gaining higher clarity in regards to actions that people took because they now see you as a part of that sun. So they may want to speak that towards you. They're transforming their mind, their thoughts, their feelings, getting out of that trapped mindset. Take this all as it resonates. They're gaining this clarity. You could be gaining this clarity. because they're saying that you're a part of my lover, you're a twin flame. That's balance. I can see that spiritual love. It was a spiritual lesson. I've had to encompass these emotions because they can see that challenge. These family members, friends, they put challenges inside their soul because of their mindset. They wasn't whole. They wasn't divinely guided. Now their pineal gland, they're having that full-on awakening. And that's that true soul's connection. It involves challenges that can be overcome together. So they're saying we can overcome these challenges together. If we work together, gain that inner standing, yeah, we've got to be able to be steadfast, organized, and it's revelations that are going to take place right now. Certain things are going to be revealed to you about these confusions, illusions, because they're releasing themselves from that trapment. It's a challenge. Oh, look how it come out. Because they're seeing that confusion, but they're honouring you because that's that yin-yang balance. So they're letting you know that's all one time. They tried to move. I was confused. Now I'm honouring you. I'm looking back. I can see it's that duality. You're the mom and I'm the father. That's the sun and that's the moon. I see the illusions. This mother nurturing figure, parent that was blocking me because they was putting these illusions, this feminine energy. And now I'm gaining clarity. That person was being that childlike spirit. Take this all as it resonates. Now they're gaining understanding about the actions that they took and they was blocking them because of their mindset, causing confusions. 8, because of assets, inheritances. And they started working and serving other people extra, maybe started a business and maybe started to be able to look, to be able to secure. And when you're serving and who you're serving, because of those illusions, because of that 8, 16 Tower moment. So they're having a Tower moment at this moment. You feel seeing these illusions. You could be feeling hopeful. They're feeling hopeful now. They're saying they're wanting you. They're needing you. People was out there cock blocking you. So you wasn't moving. That's what the challenge was. So you got the tears and offer. They was blocking the challenge to be able to come to give you a genuine offer. They couldn't give you this genuine offer because of that. This family member and these friends, and they gaining higher clarity. You could be gaining higher clarity because they're having stress, and that's like health services now that they've got to be able to look back to. They could be feeling like who they was serving and who you was creating with, they didn't have that discernment. And maybe about somebody who was speaking bad about you to this King of Cups and put you in that thoughts, and the feelings made them get into their emotions. This was one of your family members or a friend that was speaking bad about you because it was like they wanted to serve them and who you serving and like employers and who you belong to and like the country so you can travel. And maybe so they had somewhere like a partner so to be able to secure. That was your significant other. So they were serving your significant other. They were serving them. 13. That was so to block them. Spell work. They was trying to, there was like trying. They was impulsive, you know, trying to, that ego energy. You know, when you're not really, actually really thinking about it because you're sexual energies. They wanted sex with your partner. So they was blocking you to not restrict you to not go forward. Like you didn't understand, like you wasn't a true divine feminine, like you weren't able to use your intuitions. Take this all as it resonates. Because there was an impersonating you. Yo, this spiritual impersonator, this person, they're confused because this impersonator wants your life, copies your style, obsessed with you. That friend, family member was impersonating you. The way how you got your skills and your job, the way how you're caring, practical, you're unable to analyse, gentle you speak, the way I speak, they try to be able to speak like you and act like you and stand in power like you. Why? Because this offer. You're unbothered about this broke ass. And now they could be broke. You're standing in your power. That King of Swords is now broke. They need in your services. They may even need you to like job, home, take it all as it resonates. Because that's when you serve. Now they're in the mind, having stress and conflict. Because this impersonator. Now they're reflecting back. Because that was the confusions. Because they was threatening. Oh, so they could have been at gunplay threatening to be able to speak and tell with this aggressive energy. They could have had the services of the jobs and who they were serving. Because they was being indecisive now. When they was being adventurous and that was like travelling. when certain people was traveling and threatening power plays because it was in their ego, controlling for money. So they was giving them money, that inheritance, and now they're bankrupt. They could be needing to pay the bills. You're getting these screenshots. They owe bills, they owe money. You will know this because the things will maybe come into your property, your house, through your door. And that was all because of the choices that they made. They want practical nurturing. They want looking, and they was too busy out in that low dense energy, not thinking, not critically analysing. They didn't have that discernment. When people was coming to tell them, because they felt in their emotions, they could see they was cutthroat. They did it on purpose. They didn't have no soft, no compassion. Take this all as it resonates. Now they could be getting ignored, getting left on foot red, avoiding certain people's messages. They could be digging dirts on you and scooping because you just dusted off these divine feminines and masculines, and they've dusted them off because there was a happiness hater. This divine masculine's moving on, and they've got these fake smiles, cyberbullying you because they wanting this jackpot. They was out there wasting their time. They smell like one pot noodle. That's what they'll be eating now. Eating pot noodles. You'll be sitting there eating the pot noodle, just watching you, cyberbullying you with a hot pot noodle. Chicken and noodle, pot noodle. That's what they're coming like. Because you've been calling in your soulmate. Now you're unbothered. They be calling you in. You're sat there unbothered. Sideways, this wants to come out. Finances and career wasn't affecting it. Finances, that job. So they've got financial issues now. That's affecting them. And that's a factor in their love life. So they're broke. Because they're getting these threats. And see the threats in now. But this impersonator was blocking you. That caused confusion. All because of these illusions. Having a tower moment. Because they didn't love themselves first. They didn't have that compassion. Now they're looking back towards you because they're hopeful and they're connecting those illusions. They see their attraction now. They just wish things was better. Why? Because they've got financial issues in their career, and now all of a sudden they're still sideways out here. I think we should see other people. So that person, family, friends, now they're telling them, I think we should see other people because they're gaining higher clarity in regards to who you were. Certain people was talking, chatting shit, saying, well, I think we should see other people because they was freer souls in you, holding you onto, because of, they was holding onto your partner, this feminine. Now this masculine is telling them, I think we should see other people because they're gaining higher clarity about these choices that they made. Now they're in their emotions. They could be hiding, sat in their thoughts and in their feelings. They're not even steadfast. They're not even organized. They're just stuck in their feelings. Because they're confused. You should just love yourself. They didn't love themselves. They weren't listening to the spirits when they was at 8 because they didn't have that strength. Because they was in that ego. Now they're gaining that strength because they didn't love themselves. I lie awake thinking about our future. So now they're in their heart. This divine masculine is now thinking about you as a divine feminine because that attraction. And that's 3. They're connecting to their heart, those emotions, those family members and friends that was trying to block and gain steadfast, hold onto your masculine. Take it all as it resonates. That was securing foundations, property, home, illusions. They had the wrong advice. Ego. Because they was in their ego. I'm too afraid to talk to you. They're no longer afraid. They're releasing that afraidness. They're releasing that. They may be coming towards you. They're releasing, they're transforming, letting go. Pluto 8 tower moment is taking place. Higher clarity, higher awareness about your aggressive energy and the choices that you made, and you was indecisive, and now they're gaining higher clarity. They maybe want to be able to come towards you, get another adventure, because they had wrongful advice. You meant what you said. You could have meant what you said. 5, that's because you had higher clarity in regards to the actions that people took. They was running after golden calves, idealistic, Jezebel spirits. You meant what you said to that family member, to that friend, to that partner, about the choices that they make. You're doing shit for likes and attention. You're too self-assured. You're fiery. Take it all as it resonates. There was in a childlike spirit. They didn't grow. They were spiritually blocked and blind because they was institutionalized within their mind. They didn't gain higher clarity, higher wisdom. Because the way how you communicated and they communicated, 2 different communications, caused confusions, illusions. You had higher clarity, you were steadfast, they was blocked and stuck because you went and ended that karmic cycle. You seen that world. They were stuck because of fear and illusions and confusions. All because of their addictions, sexual addictions, not lack of compassion, didn't have no discernment, didn't know about boundaries. They didn't have higher clarity of their mind, spiritually, mentally, emotionally collected to the Most High within. Take it all as it resonates. Because now they maybe want to come and talk to you. Oh my God, big 888. Yo, this is divinely guided, orchestrated. They're on a big transformation scheme. Blood clot, connecting to the emotions and the heart, connecting using your intuitions. Wow. I just want you all the time. 8 or bomber clot. 888 out here. You know, these people are getting eaten up. Oh my God, 20. Oh my gosh, judgment up. Judgment pan on a name. I want you, I want you. They want you, they want you, they want you. Not the karmic too. They don't want the karmic boo. My gosh, wait. I dream and I wish for everything. They're gaining that balance now. Lord of His mercy, boy. This page, they're getting awakening. They're feeling the spirit. It's the Holy Spirit. It's taking over them. They have this obscurity because they're insecurities. Now they say, I mean, what I said, oh my gosh, I told you they was insecure. Your worth is eccentric and unchanging. I told you they was insecure. They had these doubts and it caused anxiety and they had frustration. Now it's connecting to their emotions. Oh my gosh. And now they're oh gosh, they're seeing that cause that stagnation. These tower moments because it was confusion, like psychological, because they had attachment issues and it was true grace requires letting go. So you had to let go for them to grow, for them to transform into that beautiful butterfly. They're seeing you transform into that beautiful butterfly. They block themselves in a cage. They lock their heart off for that transformation. They could be locking their self off and telling these people, flicker off, fuck off. Listen to the spiritual guides. The spiritual guides have locked them in because they're letting them know 111 is an important number for twin flames, symbolizing harmony and balance. So they've got to be able to let go to get their harmony and their balance. Listen to the spirit within inside of them. For these people who was clinging onto them, for their addictions and that dependence, take it as it resonates. They're having this grief because they're letting go now. They was in that anger, heartache, hurt and pain. They're having that great epiphany. All because of anger, all because of aggression, all because of your ego. They free assault you. Because of this insecurity, let's see the telepathic message. The tree, now they're connecting back to the roots. That routine check, it's that root that's got to get checked. And when you check that root, it's that masculine energy, your structures, the firm foundations. That's you looking back, using your intuitions, going back towards your mother and when you was growing up and your mindset, because how you learned, how they learned, institutionalized, two different religions, backgrounds, understandings to be able to overstand. They was blocked because their mindset towards morning, golden calf, she wasn't able to transform. They were stuck into like material mindset, secrets. Then they didn't use their clarity of their mind because they didn't realize your hidden talents and you hid your talents from them and you had those resources that you wasn't able to share with others and they found different resources such as inheritances and taxes and loans and the way out their lifestyle, and it was threatening them and their illness and they didn't realize that it was blocking them and the time's ticking because they're ill. Because they was detached from emotions. They're detached. They didn't even know how to balance their thought, their mind. They didn't even know how to have discernment. Because now they're looking back at that tree. Because that's in the feelings for connected to those feelings. Because they was having this stagnation. So now they're in their feelings. Because when you get that root, it's that tree, it's the feelings. Because they're connecting to their heart. They was blocking off their heart, those emotions. They didn't show their full emotions. I can't believe I didn't have you seen all that time. I thought you lots could see that all that time. So they was blocking off their emotions, stagnated because they're that heart that's connecting them to that happiness now because they're gaining that strength. They were stagnated, all because of illusions. Now they're connecting back to their heart. This is not so far like this one. They want to speak this truth towards you about the spiritual union. They're saying surprise. And let me show you about these illusions. I had these addictions, sexual ones, habits, GORGS, causing people confusions. Why? Because of stuff from my childhood. I didn't have that stability and I was always just searching because of my values, and now I've got to look at what I was valuing. I was just taking that authority, that masculine structure, not connecting. I was more receiving than giving. Take it all as it resonates. Now I'm looking this forgiveness from you because I had detachment issues, and now I'm feeling that I'm attaching, because that's that true growth, to be able to connect to the spirit, to your mind, to your body, to your soul. Take this all as it resonates. Now you can see they need healing. They may be why they can small pot noodle and nobody ain't pot noodling up in my yard. Ginger, soothing and stimulating. So they may need to be able to drink some ginger, boil up some ginger for their health issues. They need to be able to breathe, congestion, inflammation. Take it all as it resonates. Happy. They can see you're happy. And that salsa provides courage and strength. So they need in this courage and strength to get happy. So sassia, they could, that cinnamon, sassia, and geranium, that mends emotions. So they need to be able to amend their emotions. You have to amend your emotions. Let's see what they want to say to you. If they could say anything to you. Because their feelings, they're feeling that hurt, that pain. I left when I saw you with somebody. So they could have saw you with somebody. You left when you saw them with somebody. Take this all as it resonates. We need to let each other go. So they could be telling somebody, I left when you saw you with somebody 5 because they was in a childlike spirit. Now they're getting born. They could be getting born. You could have born them. They could have seen you with somebody. You could have told them, we need to let each other go. They could have told you that it was my fault, but I blamed you. So it was their fault, but they blamed you, because you see how that flew out, right? We need to let each other go. Oh. I wish things could be different. I love you. I hid who I really am from you. Or they didn't. They hid it from themselves. You said, surprise, motherfucker, I seen your illusions. You wasn't compassionate. You weren't connected to your art. You was stuck in that underworld obsessions. You didn't want to transform and go. You're still on that karmic cycle because you was in that childlike spirit, holding on to inheritances and taxes and loans, running after golden calves. You was blocked. You didn't want to stop. 8888, all up in this place. They've got these deep feelings. You may have these deep feelings. They're getting that awakening. That's that one flower that's growing, because they say they blamed you. You could have blamed them. They hid their true feelings from you. You hid yours. About romance, Cupid, arrow strikes. Oh, they're not going to take them, because it's made me balance to be able to get this freedom. Take it all as it resonates. One card. Oh, they want to come. Oh, they want to tell you everything. They ain't playing about. It says freedom. They're definitely getting this freedom. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Freedom. They're definitely getting this freedom. It says, no, bitch, I'm getting this freedom. This passion that I'm feeling inside is burning inside. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. It says, don't let me close one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you're there, 'cause I am in. Jen, you there, so don't walk away from me. I'm telling you that because you could have 3 of swords them, and they're telling you, I have nothing. They could be divinating, finding out information now, getting high clarity in regards towards you. Let's just finish with, because I don't know why I picked them up. Because they're looking now, they're making a decision. They want to be able to come and bring you balance. Temperament, 16, they're having a tower moment. This masculine is now in their emotions, they're connecting, getting steadfast, organized, using their intuitions. Take it all as it resonates. They was in their ego, trying to secure and possess a property. Or somebody was trying to secure and possess your man. Take it all as it resonates. Now they're gaining that strength. This could be a fire sign, a Taurus. You've got Cancer and Aries. You've got Scorpio, Leo, Libra, and whatever number was that, 6, 666 Virgo. Take it all as it resonates. Leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. Because when you're stressing, it's all within inside of you. And it's actions of what you did, they did. They again just want to give you these two little words and let you know. You just don't win dates. Win cash. 20, 30 grand. Blood clot. You don't just win dates. You win cash. 20, 30 grand. 2. Value. Money. Sexual dance for divine masculine's attention. So they did a sexual dance for divine masculine's attention. Told them I travel the world making big deals, think I'm rich. So they told the divine masculine told that feminine that they travel the world, they make big deals, like they're growing and they're expanding. They was lying because they was doing it for likes and attention. Sacrificing to bear a child for financial security. So they could have had sexual and bear a child for financial security, for stability in that home. They was being aggressive. Now pregnant with somebody else's child. Lord, remember how he forgives. Wow. So now they're pregnant with somebody else's child. They don't deceive your love. They don't deserve your love. They don't know how my ways. Oh my gosh. They don't deserve your love. They don't know my ways. They don't love me, honor you with lips, but not their entire form of you. They're way far from you. They don't know that form of you. They're not connecting that heart. Their heart's way far away from you or from them. I'm glad you came back to me. I missed you. Yeah, that's why you was dating Tasmin. That's what's got you tripping, girl. She don't mean nothing to me. So they're going to say, they come back. You're going to say, yeah, that's why you was out there meeting Tasmin, Jasmine. Take it all as it resonates. Don't you have some girlfriends you can set them up with? So now they may be looking at their friends to be able to set them up with some girlfriends. No longer getting a divorce, going marriage counselling. So they might not have got a divorce. You might not be getting a divorce. You might be going marriage counselling. Did she leave you again? Broke down. I love her so much. So somebody could have left them again. Now they're breaking down. You kept your vow. You kept your covenant promise. Take it all as it resonates. No, I'm not worthy. So they could be saying they're not worthy. You're his business partner and his girlfriend. So that could be his business partner and a girlfriend. They could be saying you could be getting balance and working alongside each other. Partnership, balance, relationship. I set it up for you and you didn't show up. So they could have set something up, a properties, to view something, bank, securing. Take this all as it resonates. There's illusions, confusions, moon, things that was hidden. If you help me do this, come church, I'll borrow you the money you need. So they help them go to church to be able to secure something. They could have been pretending and acting like a divine feminine, masculine, like they were stable, practical, dependable and reliable, confident, outgoing. They could be holding on and they wasn't being compassionate, even sensible, sensual, only emotions, because they was aggressive. They was trying to balance their emotions, but they took advantage. Take it all as it resonates. Take one more. Wrong Paris, not my love. So it's a wrong person, not my love. You take the money or the honey. I take the honey. Take it all as it resonates.